here I am, climbing up the firebreak, and boy, it's a steep one, so it's a little slow going, but really getting some insane views opening up over here. Very impressive views. Wow. Beautiful views up here. Distance-wise, not that far up. Elevation gain-wise, came up a few hundred feet. It's a pretty steep one, I gotta say. It's probably like this the whole way to Bear Mountain, but lots of ups and downs. In fact, once you get past peak 6178, I was checking it out on Google Earth, you drop below 6,000 feet a few times before you even get to Bear Mountain. And that would not start a hike that long this late in the day. It's probably like 11 o'clock right now. It took me a while to get here. I think there was an accident near Mount Wilson Red Box. I was coming up Angelo's Crest, and not that long before Red Box Gap, there was a big line of stopped cars, and nobody was moving. It wasn't just a regular traffic jam. And then I heard a helicopter flying above it. So I just turned around, retraced my steps back to what's the name of it? Angeles Forest Highway, and took Upper Big Tujunga to Shortcut Saddle and went from there. So I don't know what happened over there. And then right before Chilao, it looked like there was another accident over there. There was a car stopped and somebody was helping a motorcyclist who was on the ground. It's like, wow, what's going on? People are driving like maniacs today. It's crazy. It's that warm late spring weather getting people out. There's not a lot of social distancing going on either. But before after all that, I made it. And just beautiful chia right here, Salvia columbarii. This one right here, beautiful chia. It's the type of plant, the seeds closely related to Salvia hispanica, which is the one you see in stores. And it's a type of sage, but it's an annual. It's not a perennial like a lot of salvias are. You'll find it in a lot of these disturbed and fire scarred areas. A couple of smaller ones that are more stunted right there. I mean, this area is obviously disturbed because of the station fire and the big fire break, which is starting to grow over now. It's a little loose over here, so just watch your step. It's a pretty climb though. It's just steep and loose in spots. Get a good view down towards where my Jeep is. Here's Santa Clara Divide Road. It's another fire break, and my Jeep's down there. Some brand spanking views towards the Waterman area. Wow. Then we got Mount Hillyer over there, which we're not going to match elevation with up this way. But in Rosanita Saddles over there, I believe that one right there, that nearby one, according to Peak Bagger, is peak 6,000. Seen it on Peak Bagger. I looked at the contour lines, and the peaks should actually be 6,040 plus, because you look at the contour lines on the topo, at least the one I saw on Peak Bagger, showed a 40-foot contour above the 6,000 foot line. So that one should actually be peak 6040. I believe that's it right there. That right there, I believe according to Peak Bagger, is peak 5896 or 5868. I think it's 5868. And again, looking on the topo map, I actually saw a small 6,000 foot ring at the top. Though on Google Earth, the highest it shows is like 5,980 something. But on the topo maps, there is a small 6,000 foot ring on top of that, and the 6,040 foot contour is actually on top of that. I was thinking about maybe going over towards that a little bit later, perhaps. But those are shown on Peak Bagger as provisional peaks. And thought about hiking them too. But yeah. Just looking at the contours are actually 6,000. So that should actually be 6,000. That should be 6040, I believe. And then got a lot of random peaks around here as well. I do have a list of them written down. Depending on what perspective I'm on. Yeah, I really love studying the topo maps. Let's see. See, right now I'm heading up towards peak 6178. East northeast. So I'm trying to think. I think that small mound, barely noticeable on the camera, that might be peak 5654, I believe. It might be 5654, but I'm not sure. It's supposed to be northeast of the saddle. Right now, we're still below 6,000 feet. I could tell because the peak 60. Still call it peak 6,000 according to Peak Bagger. Still call it that for now. Peak 6,000 is still above us, so I still have a couple hundred feet more of elevation gain before I get up to the top of this one. All right. Yeah, I love studying my topo maps. That's what gives me these random peak ideas. Studying the topo maps. And that's how I'm able to find all these cool little spots and get up here. Find these little fire breaks. A lot of times completely off trail. This fire break is really thinned out quite a bit. So, well, just gonna keep on climbing. Probably be up there in about a half an hour, maybe. Probably less. I'm a slow hiker, and I don't care. I do what I do. Plus, it's nice up here. It's beautiful. I'll see you along the way.